Today we talked about multiplying and dividing in scientific notation. This is something that is used by people like scientists and other people that work with big numbers because it's a lot easier to multiply and divide large or very small numbers in scientific notation rather than multiplying and dividing those numbers in standard form. So what we see right here, we have 9.1 times 10 to the 6th power times 3.2 times 10 to the negative 5th power. So what we're going to do first is we get our like terms together. So 9.1 and 3.2 are like terms. And then my 10s with my powers are also like terms. So we see I put my like terms, one group in a rectangle and then another group in a triangle. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to rewrite my equation. So I have 9.1 times 3.2 times 10 to the 6th power times 10 to the negative 5th power. So we see right here that 9.1 times 3.2. We're just going to evaluate this like normal. So we'd have 29, 0.12 times, and then right here we have 10 to the 6th power times 10 to the negative 5th power. We know from our exponent rules that when we're multiplying powers with the same base, we add our exponents. So right here, we would do 10 to the 6th plus negative 5th power, and that would give us 10 to the 1st power. You might think you could stop here, but we need to be careful. We can't. 29.12 times 10 to the negative 1st power is not in scientific notation because 29.12 is not between 1 and 10. So I know that I have to move my decimal place over one spot to give me 2.912. And because I'm moving over one spot, I need to add 1 onto my exponent. So I would have 2.912 times 10 to the 2nd power. This was an example of multiplying in scientific notation. Now right here, we have an example where we're dividing in scientific notation. Remember, this fraction bar means to divide. So another thing that we can do, we don't have to do this per se once we get better at this, but I'll make a squiggly box for my like terms and a straight box for my others. So we have to perform the same operations just like what we did for multiplication. We need to do the same thing. So we see right here, we need to first do 7 divided by 5. What's 7 divided by 5? I put that in my calculator to figure it out. I get 1.4. Then I'm going to do 10 to the 5th power divided by 10 to the 7th power. From my exponent rules, I know that when we divide powers with the same base, we subtract. So 10 to the 5 minus 7, that would give me 10 to the negative 2nd power. I'm going to check right here. Is that between 1 and 10? 1.4 is between 1 and 10, so I know that I'm all set. This is in scientific notation. So I just divided and multiplied numbers in scientific notation. Let me know if you have any questions.